Welcome to part 3 of my Excel Basics course. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to create a table in Excel, and I'm going to do that by using the skills I taught you in the previous video, namely entering text, changing the color of cells, editing the width and height of cells, adding borders, underlining text, those sort of things. If you need to know that information because you skipped the first 2 videos of this series, then please go back and watch. It's going to be much easier than you think because Excel is a spreadsheet, and all we need to simply do is create a row for our headings and our information below. At any point, if you get stuck, just pause the video, send me a message, a comment, and I'll get back to you. If you can pause the video periodically and practice on your own software, that is best. So please do that, and hopefully you did that in the previous video. So let's put in some headings for our table. And these are hypothetical headings. They might not make any sense, but hey ho, here we go. So we can have a heading for date, maybe job number, perhaps a heading for some sort of description, and then a final heading for a value such as an amount. So I've got date, and there'll be dates obviously underneath the date heading, job numbers, descriptions, and amounts. These are my headings. I can make these columns as wide as I think I need them to be, depending on the information that's going to go below the headings. It doesn't matter if I don't make them wide enough, because I can always just change that at a later time. We can change the width, also the height at any point. It's not an issue. So these are my headings: date, job number, description, and amount. If I put in my first date, let's say 05 08 2026, and press enter, that's my first date. And I can continue to put in dates as per the data that I have. Now, something cool about dates is if you highlight the information, or even the whole column that's going to have the dates in it, and we right click and go to that format cells again, there is a number tab. And under number tab, we can choose how the data is displayed, and there is actually a date category, and we have lots of options of how our dates are going to be displayed. So it could be you want them to actually have some sort of wording. So instead of being numeric, you want the actual months to be spelled. So if I click on 14th of March 2012 and click OK, you can see that now changes. So we can change the format of the dates by going to format cells and then the number tab and choosing the type that we want. So I can put in more information here, and this will carry on. Let's just do a couple more. Okay, so our heading date now has the relevant information below it. We then have job number. So this could be job number 1, 2, 3, and so forth. A cool feature, a cheat code for Excel, is if you highlight data and then use the little box at the bottom right, if I click and drag that, it will try and auto-populate the rest of the data for you as far as you drag, based on the data you've already entered. So you can see it's done 1, 2, 3, I entered that, then it's done 4, 5, 6, all the way to 19. I can go down as far as I want. So it's now populated to 83 for me. But let's delete that because I only want up to 8. Then descriptions. For the sake of time, I'll just put anything in here, but you could have these descriptions like so. And then we have amounts. Perhaps these are monetary amounts, such as £58 or $58.69 or 101.12. just like the dates, we can change how this information is displayed by clicking and dragging, so highlighting the cells that are relevant, right click, format cells, and then under number you'll see there's a currency category, so we can choose the symbol, so you can have American dollars, euros, pounds, the right symbol, and how many decimal places we want to show. If I now click OK, you can see this now looks like currency amounts. You've got £58.69, 101, 12. This could be dollars, could be euros, or you could simply, if I put some more amounts in, 101, 54, 1,878. What you could do is highlight, right click, format cells. You can actually remove the symbol, so there's none, and then there's no symbol showing at all. It's all down to you and how you want the information, the data to display. Okay, and that is our table done. The most basic of tables. We have headings and we have information below those headings. However, this doesn't look the most appealing to the eyes. So how can we make this information look a bit better, a bit more professional? Well, one thing I like to do is center the text. And I showed you how to do that in the previous video, how to align the text. If I click and drag, so I highlight all the information here, and then I click the alignment I want to center, it will do it all in one go. So look at that. It's all now centered. Something else I like to do is for headings, I either like to underline them or make them bold. So the heading stands out more than the other information. Once again, I've highlighted all of that. I click bold. You can see we now have bold headings here. Another thing you can do is change the color of the cells of the headings. If I highlight them, so click and drag, highlight all the headings, I go to the bucket, and let's make this, perhaps this color here, a peachy color. Suddenly this table is looking much nicer, much more pleasing to the eyes. I would say the only thing we're missing is a border. So we want a border around the whole of the table. So let's highlight the whole of the table, right click, format cells, go to border. Let's do a nice thick border all around the outside of the text. Click OK. That's looking fantastic. So that's your first table created on Excel. Nice and easy. I thought it was very simple. Any questions, please let me know. If you got stuck on any parts, please let me know. The only thing that is missing on this table is the ability to filter the information, to sort the information by each heading. So perhaps I want the data to show in monetary amounts or job numbers, low to high, or date order, or even alphabetical order based on the description. How do I do that? How do we do that? We need to highlight the whole of the table, change our tab from home to insert. You'll then find a table icon. So not pivot table, but table. If I click on table and then confirm by clicking OK, it's going to color the rows for me. It's also going to create these drop down arrows. And by clicking on these drop down arrows, what I can actually do is sort the data in the table by the heading that I've selected through the appropriate arrow. So I can go to description, click on the arrow, click sort A to Z. It will then sort all the data now in alphabetical order. So you can see we have our A's, D, F down to S. I could do date order by clicking the date arrow, oldest to newest. That will then sort the information, perhaps in job number order, so smallest to largest. it will do that for me. And obviously I can do the same with the amount too. Let's do largest to smallest. It will sort that out for me. So that is the basics of tables. Any questions, please let me know below. In the next video, I want to start on formulas. How can we create a formula to perhaps total all these amounts? And I can show you how to create other formulas too that will be helpful to you when using Excel. If this series has been helpful so far, please like, please leave a comment below, please subscribe, and I'll speak to you in the next video.